Welcome, everyone, to Inside the Huddle on the Muskie Sports Network. I'm Tom Caudell, and joining me today is Muskingum head golf coach Joe Puch. Coach, welcome to Inside the Huddle.
Hey, thanks for having me, Tom.
Coach, turn the clock back to last fall, taking over both the men's and women's programs, off to a good, successful start in the fall. When you think back to last fall, what is it that stands out in your mind about the teams?
You know, I think ultimately just their hard work and dedication, throughout the fall, seeing continuous improvement. I think that was the most exciting thing for me, just to really see the hard work and determination to really wanting to get better. And having, their commitment really meant a lot to me, especially taking over this year. We were definitely all excited to continue moving forward.
Talk about their commitment to get better, talk about seeing improvement. Muskingum debuted the new indoor golf facility last fall, a lower level of the Steel Center dedicated to the golf programs. Can you talk to us about this facility and how it has helped the program?
Yeah, it's definitely a tremendous facility for us. I was thinking back to last week when it was raining every single day of the week, and thinking about those are the opportunities to have an indoor facility that can definitely help us, because you never know what kind of weather you're going to get, year round. And, we have a simulator in here. So it's nice that the men and women in this program have the opportunity to not only keep a club in their hand year round, but also can see results. And it's just a good way to continue to practice each and every single day. And, it's given, maybe somebody who has a late afternoon class that can't get outside to practice, the ability to come in here and still work on some things. So, we've all been extremely grateful for the facility, and we can't wait to continue to use it more.
Well, I'll tell you, every time I'm in the bottom part of the rec center over there, I see people in there utilizing it. I got a lot of golfers in my classes. That's a great thing that they talk about. And that leads us to the spring. I mean, this year you took the team down to Florida, a great start to the spring season that had to help with, some team bonding. But to get out there in the spring with the clubs in your hands and compete had to be important for the program.
Yeah, there's no question. I think I was trying to look back to see when the last time, the program went somewhere for spring break, and to be honest, I couldn't find it. So I was extremely happy to do that for them. They were talking about it all fall, and I finally pulled the trigger to do so. And it was a tremendous experience for them, a tremendous bonding experience. It got everyone closer, and to be in the warm Florida weather isn't always a bad thing either. So I know coming back from that trip, they were extremely excited, for the spring season and really ready to get after it once we got back.
You get back, and it's right around the same time the COVID-19 pandemic is really taking the country by storm. How hard was it when you had to get together with your teams to tell them, that the OAC, the NCAA had canceled spring sports?
It wasn't easy. I remember they were kind of talking about it when we were down in Florida and on the way home. And, I guess none of us really knew at what extent, it was going to affect everyone. And, coming back here, it wasn't a couple days after we were back that, we really had to sit down and have a discussion about like, hey, the season's done with. And, that was a tough conversation, especially for, Thomas Green, who was a senior for us, was extremely excited to make a final push, in the spring. And, just to see their expressions when the news hits them is not a good thing. And, it was tough, but, I'm grateful that, all our men and women in the program are extremely supportive of one another. And they are going to continue to do that. And, it's just, it's a tough time. I know everyone's struggling with it. And, at the end of the day, we'll all get through this thing together.
The team's off campus now. Actually, school year's over. How are you staying connected with your team still and staying on the same page with them?
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Our men and women have done a really good job at FaceTiming pretty much on a weekly basis with everyone that wants to be in on it. So those conversations have been fun and entertaining. And I have two great assistant coaches who, they actually came up with the idea of a trick shot Tuesday. So the men and women were sending in to our group message of some trick shots that they would complete. And I will say my assistants, I think, won the prize for the best trick shot so far. So it's going to be hard to top them, but I'm excited to see what the next one brings.
Hey, I tell you, that's funny you said that, because Erica Morano got featured on the Cavs.com, retweeting her out there for the trick shot. So great trick shot by Erica, getting some Muskie love out there.
Absolutely. Hey, you never know what's going to happen when you send something in.
I know, it's pretty cool to see that. What about this now, Joe? If I'm a senior, the senior student athletes who are out there at high school level, also looking to take it to the next level, wanting to play the college game. I'm a junior, senior, and I want to play college golf. What's the best way to connect with you and learn about Muskingum?
Simply just go on the Fighting Muskies website. You can find my contact information there, and a simple email will easily reach me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, and continue to start that process and build those relationships, and love to show you everything that we have to offer here.
All right, Coach. Well, I'll tell you, with the restrictions starting to ease up, now you're going to be able to get back out on the course yourself, have a chance to defend some titles this summer. Wish you good luck in that, and thank you for taking the time today to talk some Muskie golf with us.
Hey, thanks, Tom. I really appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot. Go Muskies.
Go Muskies.